the pooches and the kitty cats and all the other pets. Good morning.
Absolutely.
Welcome to you.
Happy to be here.
Okay, these are things that you find around the house that you keep away from the children, but maybe you don't think about keeping it away from little Max here.
Well, these are only a fraction of the things that can be poisonous to animals. You know, dogs and cats stick their nose into little crannies and nooks, and they always are curious, and you don't want to let curiosity kill the cat or the dog.
Right.
The problem with animals is that, number one, they can't read labels.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, things that would taste awful to us can sometimes be lip-smackingly good to pets.
Right.
Things like antifreeze in particular.
Yeah, they love that, don't they?
So what you want to do is really attempt to pet-proof the house.
Okay.
Because under cabinets, kitchen cabinets and bathroom cabinets, a lot of these things are stored. So one of the main things to do as a preventative would be to get a child-proof lock.
Okay.
To put onto your cabinets. That way you can prevent the dog or cat from getting to things like household cleaners and bleach, and drain cleaners, and lye.
Okay. Mothballs,
things you keep under counters. Now, you also want to be very, very careful to keep your lid down on your commode, because some of these products that are in the water, cats particularly would like to lick. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a toxic problem. So you want to keep the lid down. Now, needless to say, this is trying to fall, so it wants to be talked about.
Yes. Rat and mouse burrows. Where do you hide the ant traps and baits and things, that... Where do you put those?
You have to be ingenious. You have to find places where the rodents and the little vermin and pests can get to, but the puppy or the cat or the dog cannot get to.
Right.
So that's a problem of kind of be ingenious and coming up with little innovative ways to hide these products, because these products contain an anticoagulant, and they cause internal bleeding. And another problem is that once the mouse or the rat eats this poison, then the cat can come along and eat the mouse, and then it poisons itself because the product is still active in the little rodent.
Right.
So if the cat eats it, then the cat is subject to be poisoned by the same toxin that was toxic to the rodent.
Now, something that I know a few years ago, a child gave our dog some chocolate. That's a bad thing.
Very, 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 especially the darker chocolates.
Yeah.
The milk chocolate's not as bad, but they both contain, all chocolates contain an active ingredient called theobromine. And that can cause severe toxicity, poisoning. And the worst kind is the baker's chocolate, the dark chocolate. It's about 10 times more active ingredient than the milk chocolate.
Now, what is that? Is that fatal? Or does it give the dog a seizure?
Absolutely, can be convulsions, seizures, can be fatal. Watch your house plants. Particularly the leaves. Philodendron is one of them. There's yew, there's Dieffenbachia, there's mistletoe, holly, azalea, rhododendrons, outside things.
All right.
Antifreeze is very worse.
Yeah.
It's sweet. They like it. You get puddles under the car. Absolutely fatal.
Now, you brought some things that we can do to treat our dogs and cats at home.
Right. Until you can obtain veterinary care at home, what you want to do is, firstly, as long as the product is not a caustic product, like lye, you want to induce vomiting. So hydrogen peroxide, 1 tablespoon per 10 pounds. Once the pet vomits, then you want to come back with charcoal at your corner drugstore and milk.
Okay.
So vomit first, then charcoal and milk to coat the stomach. Never use syrup of ipecac in pets. It's toxic. It's toxic to pets.
Really? Okay.
Right. This would be the preventative, or there's something you want to do until you can get to your veterinarian.
Okay.
Also, there are mechanical things. You want to be careful that cats don't eat these needles because they cause mechanical poisoning, almost always fatal.
Okay. And we have a number, as you can see. Dr. Morse doesn't do anything subtly. The National Animal Poison Control Center, there is a number on your screen, right? 1-800-548-2423 for specific advice on treatment or antidotes for animal poisoning. And speaking of animals, we have 2 kitties from the APL. This is a brother and sister who would like to be adopted together. The male is Leo and the female is Dusty. They are 4 years old and already altered states, as we say. All are front declawed and would like a new home today, and you can call the Animal Protective League at 216-771-4616. They're beautiful kitties. So thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks, pets. And